Hello guys, my name is Sarah and I'm still a cosplayer. Today I want to tell you how my most beloved character ruined my life. I know it was April the 1st, like yesterday, and this title and this theme sounds like a prank, but it is not a prank. Let me explain everything. The reason why I want to make this video is that in our community, in geek community and gamer community, I should remove the mirror from there, okay? In our community, to really love some character is considered to be something that is actually a thing to be proud of. It's supposed to be something good and fun, and it actually is. But in this kind of obsession with some character can be many very bad consequences. And I really feel like I need to tell you about this. I want to share my own experience with you, my own life story. So my most favorite character in my life is Garnet Alexandros. She is from the video game Final Fantasy IX. I played this game, even not played by myself at the first time. I watched how my mom played it, and when I saw Garnet, I immediately fell in love with her. I fell in love like in entire game. This game is so amazing. But I already told you about the game. You can watch it in my other video. I want to talk exactly about Garnet. At first, let's find out why I fell in love with her so hard, like completely. I already was an anime fan. I already watched Pokemons, I already watched Sailor Moon, and I was a big fan of Usagi Tokina. And I already knew about Disney princesses, all this franchise, and I had my most beloved princess Ariel there. But no, still, Garnet Alexandros was the biggest and the highest crush in my life. First of all, she was, I think, the first, not even like a character, but just like a female person, which I found out for myself like really very beautiful. She was like a beauty icon for myself. And she is really very beautiful. I still think that Garnet, one of the most objectized character in all Final Fantasy series, as Tifa, as Lulu, as Rico, and all of them. Her design is, I don't know, it's a masterpiece. Long, beautiful dark hair, beautiful figure, which is actually covered with this damn orange jumpsuit, but it's so slicky smooth that you can see everything. I was obsessed. I was like, wow. One of the first hardest thing for myself in Garnet was that her appearance was something that I absolutely can't achieve myself in my like normal life. Her hairstyle was insane. I tried to wear like low ponytail and stuff, but it always falls out, and if you were doing it with normal elastic on slick hair, it is absolutely impossible to wear, and her hair was way too thick for myself. I couldn't even mimic her appearance with this. I wear long hair all the time, but it was not enough. And her clothes, of course, this orange jumpsuit. How are you supposed to even wear this? Like, not in normal life, but even in a fairy tale life. Her design is something unique. Still couldn't find anything that looked like her design at all. It is really something really very unique, and something that you absolutely can't achieve in real life. So I couldn't try to cosplay her when I was a child, as I did with Sailor Moon, and well, not as successful as it could be, but it already gave me a joy. But every time when I tried to mimic Garnet's appearance, I was always obstacled with impossibleness to do so. But I wanted to mimic her not only in her appearance, I tried to mimic her character as well. I think trying to mimic someone, it was not only for myself, but as many other kids, it's like the way to reveal your love to someone. We are, as kids, always trying to find some kind of idol for ourselves so we can learn from it how we can act and how we should live. For many other kids, it's supposed to be their parents. But for me, mostly it was a fictional character, Garnet. I tried to mimic her character as well. And here, when I again faced an abnormally big obstacle that I couldn't overcome, especially as a kid. You know, there is a very big difference between me and between Garnet. Garnet is a really very strict, disciplined and very well trained princess. She's an aristocrat. She was raised in a monarchic castle. She had all of those ethic lessons and stuff like this. She is a princess and noble. I wasn't a noble. I was a girl who was raised not in the castle, but in a really very tiny and pretty poor family. And the more I grew up, the more I seen what is going on around me, the more I realized that this gap between her life and my life is so big. When I was like a child, like 7 years old, I tried to be like her. I tried to act like her, to talk like a noble girl. There is an episode in the game when Garnet tried to hide her identity as a princess and she tried to talk like common folk girl. And I tried to make exactly the opposite. I tried to learn those beautiful words, more like complicated long sentences and words, so look more like a princess and noble girl. I used them, I talked like this for some period of time, and I don't know, I think that as long as I was a child, adults, they was like making fun of me. Little girls, so it's okay, kids are really strange. But the more I was grown up, the more I realized that this way of talking is absolutely useless and I don't need this. And especially kids my age started to make fun of me and I stopped doing this. Then, slowly, I started to realize that my life and Garnet's life is really very opposite. As much as I grew up and started to be like more, I don't know, more smart, I just realized that our worlds are so different and my world is filled with such a big desperateness and there's like no even a little way for me to become like her. Not physically, not geographically, and especially not mentally. I was slowly introduced to my puberty, and there was a time when I started to reject Final Fantasy and Garnet because it was actually really very hurtful for myself to realize that there is no way, absolutely no way. It hurted me so bad that I just started to reject everything. I stopped playing Final Fantasy IX, I stopped interesting in Garnet and in this fandom, and I just was so sad. Actually, it was really very dark time, and it was even darker because I knowed this world and I knew this character, and realization that I will never be like her and my life will never be like in Guy in Final Fantasy IX made my suffering bigger. But it was for not a long time. Slowly and carefully I went through my puberty and I had returned to Final Fantasy IX, to this fandom, and when I found some friends who wanted to become a cosplayers, I realized that maybe this is it. This is the way for me to achieve my dream, to become like Garnet. Maybe even if I will just pretend to be like her. If I will become like her, like literally, not like in my own personal life, but like as a character. If I will play this role, maybe that will make something. I don't know what I'm thinking about it. It was actually the only one thing that bring me back to, I don't know, to life, which helped me to survive my depression, because I absolutely lost any interests in my life. This opportunity to become like her, even this way, as a cosplayer, that was the thing that actually kept me. And I did it. I became a cosplayer. I learned how to make the costume. Even though the Garnet costume, I already told you about it, it is actually an impossible in real life thing to do. It was a really very long journey for me, but I went through it and I survived. And I cosplayed her, and I heard those words in one of the festivals where I wore a Garnet cosplay that I look like real Garnet. They told me that I am the real one, Garnet. Can I make a pictures with you? Oh my gosh, it was like a breaking point in my life. It made me so happy after all those years and dreams. It's something absolutely impossible for me in this life, in this situation where I were. I've heard those words, and the words slowly became different for myself. After this, I tried to make it one more time. I mean, tried to be like her, like Garnet in real life, like more strict, more confidence, less emotional, average, smart, and cold, and close. And I tried to act like her again, talk like her. But the problem is that it was absolutely not me. My personality is completely different as her. It just always made me more sad than happy. Achieving these dreams for myself, I thought it will be like exactly the thing that will make me happy. But it was actually like a hatred to myself, first of all. And second of all, I was just trying to replace myself with someone else who actually doesn't even exist in our life. Then the beautiful thing as a therapy happened in my life, and for a couple of years of working with myself and on accepting myself, I slowly realized that all those years when I tried to be like Garnet, it is actually the thing that made me unhappy, because all of this was like the biggest and the strongest part of self-hatred. And the only thing that can help you to feel you better is self-acceptance and self-love. I learned all parts of my personality. I just started to learn myself and investigating myself, and I just started to thinking, what is my own personality? What is my way of thinking? And at the same time, I started to investigate why I fell in love with Garnet, why exactly her personality. And because of analyzing all of this, I just realized that I am actually better than her. I know it sounds so strange, but it is true. I am better than Garnet. First of all, I am a real human being, and she is a drawn character. She is not even real. I know it sounds not as something that you should be proud of, but I'm proud of it. I'm the real one. I'm the real human, and I exist on the planet Earth. And I always believed that I am weak, and way too emotional, and way too chaotic, and this is the bad thing. I should be more strict and disciplined like Garnet. Discipline is actually really very good thing, and this is the thing that I still trying to learn from Garnet. But my emotionalness is actually a beautiful thing. Because of it, I can feel the world more closely. I can feel many different things, and my life is filled with empathy. Yes, sometimes it's way too hurtful, but despite everything, it's a beautiful opportunity to live the life for the fullest. This is my super ability. It's not my weakness. And the way I look physically, first of all, because of cosplay, I actually found out that I look like Garnet. Really very much. We both have like big eyes, really very bright one, big nose. Yeah, the shape is a little bit different, but still tiny lips, color of the skin, the shape of the brows, they are actually similar. But at the same time we look different, and this is amazing. Her eyes is a really deep and warm brown, but my eyes are actually really beautiful bright blue, and it helps me actually not to wear lenses in my costumes at all. I'm really very happy. My body type, my face, my hair, everything is beautiful the way it is. And even though I'm not looking like Garnet, I'm looking like Sarah, and I can be beautiful not like Garnet but like Sarah, and I can still use some part of Garnet appearance in my appearance, and I can like combine it with all other stuff, and I can create my own style. And this is much more interesting and amazing than just to copy exactly Garnet. And the funniest thing at the end of the day, just when I started to accept myself, my life, my experience, my appearance, my character, I started to feel myself as Garnet more than when I tried to like just mimic her. So this is my story. Thank you so much that you watched it. And the most amazing part of this story is that it still continues. I do believe that everything will be amazing in the future. Thank you so much that you watched this video. Subscribe to my channel, hit all the likes button, and please write down in the comments, did you have or even have right now the character which you love this much, that you wanted to become like him, that you wanted to live his life, that you wanted to buy all the merch with him and to even look like him in the real life? Please, yeah, let's support each other, because it's so damn goddamn hard thing. Please support my art, support my photos on my Instagram, support my cosplay pics on my Facebook, and you can follow me on my Twitter when I'm writing stuff about my normal life, and I am posting some Final Fantasy IX stuff too as well, and I'm posting how I'm a horny girl. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.